great phone with excellent screen. Jesse review is incorrect with regards to VoLTE on T-Mobile. VoLTE on T-Mobile does work. I enjoy the OLED screen. Edge Sense is an interesting function I am playing with where app icons pop up when you touch the edge of the screen. This supports band 12 and VoLTE on T-Mobile, which is not common on Xperia. I prefer the fingerprint scanner on the side. On the back is a little awkward. Qi charging is nice. Make sure to get a case that will not interfere. I chose this over the XZ2 Premium mainly due to the band 12 with VoLTE on T-Mobile and the OLED, which the XZ2 Premium does not have, but I was tempted by the XZ2 Premium dual camera. As is typical of glass body, the phone is a little slippery, so a case would be a good idea. I got it with the Xperia Ear Duo, which I enjoy, but it is not for everyone. The Duo on purpose lets one hear sound around you, which is great for biking or walking etc., but would not block out any noise on a train, a plane or any other environment with a lot of noise. I found the sound a little bit low in some cases. The assistant is interesting, I enjoy it, but it is not for everyone. The battery of the Ear Duo lasts nearly 4 hours, but the case has a battery that can recharge the Ear Duo. Being a Vine reviewer puts me in a strange position relative to most phone users. I keep getting offered Sony phones, because I've reviewed them in the past. I have now reviewed the XA1, XZ1, XZ2, and XZ2 Premium. So I have a very fine-grained perspective when it comes to the XZ3, and will approach this from the aspect of, which Sony phone should you choose? Why Sony? Asterisk first, I suppose, is the question of, why a Sony phone? Well, the answer to my mind is an emphasis on entertainment, with excellent screens and front-facing stereo speakers. Second is camera, with an emphasis on high detail, high megapixel photos. Third is general build quality. Sony makes beautiful hardware. Now, of course, Apple and Samsung also do these three things pretty well, too. They take differing approaches to camera and AV quality, but I do think these three companies are within spitting distance of each other. Sony's 2018 lineup *. OK. Now, I am going to compare the three most recent Sony models: the XZ2, XZ2 Premium, and XZ3. I don't know what Sony execs are smoking over there in Tokyo, but they have decided to release these models within 6 months of each other, from April through October 2018, respectively. So new stock is still available for all three. Why they chose to cannibalize themselves this way is beyond me. I can't imagine an XZ2 buyer being very happy with Sony releasing the XZ3 a bit less than 6 months after they plunked down for their current phone. All three phones share Sony's new, ambient flow, design language. This means they are round, slippery, shiny glass sandwich phones that have reduced bezels compared to their predecessors and a fingerprint sensor in the center of the rear of the phone body. All three share the Motion Eye camera sensor that excels at 960 fps slow motion filming, 4K HDR video, and capturing bursts of moving still shots while staying in focus. All three utilize the Snapdragon 845 system on a chip with Adreno 630 graphics. So they are all very capable 2018 Android flagships. The difference is, the XZ2 has 4 GB of RAM on board. It has an 18:9 IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 2160. The XZ2 Premium has 6 GB of RAM, a 16:9 4K IPS LCD screen at 3840 by 2160, and a second monochrome camera module for improved low-light performance. The XZ3 kind of splits the difference between the two. It has 4 GB of RAM, the same camera module as the XZ2, but upgrades the 18:9 screen to a 6-inch HDR OLED display with a resolution of 1440 by 1880. Price-wise, these models are going for $700, $1,000, and $900 respectively at present. So the $200 difference between the XZ2 and XZ3 all comes down to the screen. And I will say, it is an absolutely beautiful screen. The blacks are as close to zero as the eye can see, and the brightness for HDR video is spectacular. It also has the trendy curved side edges that you might like on the Samsung Galaxy line. But otherwise, the XZ3 is functionally identical to the XZ2. It performs the same, gets basically the same one-day battery life, 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, and takes identical pictures. I would say the price premium is only justified if you really prize the display and watch a lot of high-quality video. Click link in description for more reviews.